All right, so here we are on the GSS main page here. Remember, I went to gss.norc.org. So click on here, Data Explorer. Okay, so here we are on the Data Explorer's website. And if you notice my background change, it's because I had to move closer to the internet in my house. So here we're going to click on Search Variables. So remember, I was looking for something having to do with cooking. So here's I'm trying to like point to the screen. Here's where you can enter a keyword. You could filter by certain years if you want to. And then if you want to click on this box here, this is where you can see all the different modules. So if you wanted to just look at adult transitions, if you just wanted to look at health status, global economics, that's probably questions about people's opinions about economics. There's tons of different modules or subjects here. And even though there's over 6,000 variables, it can still be hard to find exactly what you're looking for. So maybe I want to look for cooking. So I'm just going to type cook and see what I come up with here. And I got 6 results. So if I hover over the description here, it tells me the question text. So in the past 30 days, how often have you visited a website for? And this is you. So there's probably, there's like 20 other questions here that asks about that. But this one is asking about cooking and recipes. Cooking 1, if you remember, that's the one I used in my example. In your household, who does the following things, prepares the meals? So that goes back to that one way that I was conceptualizing housework. Who's responsible for it or who does it? Let's see, how much housework do you do? Now this is just grouping all this stuff together. So it doesn't just mention cooking. This isn't only how much like cooking you do, but how much housework you do. And then how much does your spouse do? So that might be a direction I want to go into. I would recommend whatever variables that you come across that look interesting, you should definitely write them down, because later at some point you don't want to be like, oh shoot, what was that variable's name? And now I can't find it. So then you want to click on the variable to get more information about it here to write down on your document. So I would write down, I need the variable name here. I need the survey questions. I need to know what years it was used. And then this is the summary. Right now you don't need to worry about that part, but you can look at the valid cases here. So that's what you want to do for looking for variables in the GSS. All right, so if you want to search the Fragile Family Study, this is the main data explorer that I said I find pretty frustrating. So if I want to look at, maybe by topic, maybe I could look at education in school. So I put that and I submit the website, or submit the thing. And it says there are 4,000 variables here. So I'm like, ooh, that's kind of a lot to look through. So I'm going to need to kind of filter this down a little bit. So maybe I want to filter it by respondent. Maybe, whoops, there we go. So maybe my respondent, I'm interested in the mother's education and school, and so okay, so we're down to 466. That's much more manageable. So I might start looking through here, and maybe I'll just jump here and see. So if I click on this variable, what does it tell me? This doesn't really tell me anything, so I don't like that one. I saw something that looked a little bit more. So if we can see the constructed mother baseline education own report, let's see. So it gives us here the response codes over on this side for how the mothers responded about their high school. This is the other one that I said I think this is a little easier to use. So I'm not on a Mac, so I use Control F to come up with that search box there. I might type in education. And I can just search through to look at different education variables. So this is just something that you kind of need to play with and look around.